Hey guys, Nocturne here, and welcome back to Castlevania Symphony of the Night. I took a little bit of a trip. We're in the clock tower right now, Marble Gallery, because I didn't feel like, having you look at all the places we've gone through before. And right now I'm just waiting for that statue over there on the left to pull back. It pulls back every now and then, and you can get up there, just like that. So we're going to go up here. And this leads to another part of the castle. First, it's Orlox's quarters, which is a place we're going to go through later. Mainly because we can't get up into the main part of it yet. But this leads to another area that we can go through thoroughly. The Colosseum. So we're not going to do much in this area for right now. We will explore a bit of it though. Especially this part here that can be broken open. Gonna take a little trip. See what's at the end of this hallway. Okay, broadsword. Let's see how that is. Let's see if that's any better than the Damascus sword we have now. Nope. No, let's head on back. Got another one of those swords like was in the chapel. There we go. Okay, that's the door we need to get to, but we're not going to go through it just yet. Gonna go through a couple more places here, fill the map out a bit. Okay, nothing over there. And there's another warp room that we can activate while we're here. So we'll just take care of that right now. Gotta get through this hallway first with these people. Yeah, if you duck under his hammer, you can actually dodges a bit. You'll see more of those enemies later. They're pretty tough. Nothing there. And right through this door here. Okay, so that's another warp room activated. So now when we warp through the castle, we can get back here fast. Which is mainly going to be for getting up here, because up there is where the actual rest of Orlox's quarters are. Get through these guys quick. Ooh, that's a rare drop. Let's see what we got here. Hell yeah, let's put that on. Yeah, it's mainly your luck stat that affects all of that. After you beat the game, you can put in a special code. Well, you put in a special name and it starts you off with a special like bonus luck thing. Your stats are horrible, but your luck is like way bigger than what it would be. Almost like you're in a la carte mode. Okay, here's the Colosseum. It's pretty straightforward. There's only that entrance over there, and then there's an exit over to the side here. There's only 2 ways in or out, but there's a very important item in here that we need in order to progress. And it's in this direction. There's lots of skeletons here in this area. That's the item that we need right over there. That's what lets us turn into mist so we can get through those gratings. So that little shortcut I showed in the outer wall, you would have to come here first if you wanted to get it without waiting in that room for the elevator to take you down. There is a breakable ceiling here, but I can't do anything about it yet because I have no way of getting up there. At least not for the moment. Okay, and if we go over here, this is where we got the shield from. We can jump on that and open that up. And the sub-weapon I picked up is, you don't see it very often. Basically, you throw a little thing of lightning out, and if it actually connects with something, it starts hitting the target with lots of lightning. But we got a boss right now, and more plot, so I'm going to keep quiet for that. There we go, that's one down. There we go. And that takes care of them. So, Alucard doesn't know this, but that was, of course, Richter, Belmont, who Marie is looking for. So, unfortunately, we got to break some bad news to her the next time we see her. Oh, and I missed. But luckily, this elevator catches you, so you can go up. There we go. Form a mist. So you just press the button. And you can pass through gates like that. And as you notice, it doesn't last very long. It lasts for like just long enough so you can get through there, but you can fix that later. These enemies, hunting girls, they drop a sword that's super effective against beasts. So if you farmed for that sword before you fought the Minotaur and Werewolf, you would defeat them even easier than what I just did. Gonna save again, because now we're gonna explore the rest of the Colosseum. And then after that, we're actually gonna go back to the library. We're gonna go all the way down here. Down here, this room, basically every sub-weapon in the game is here. So if you need to grab a specific sub-weapon, this is one of the places where you can get it from. And there's a heart max up all the way at the end as well. I'm gonna push through, there's more of these guys. Then you got these big skeletons here. After you beat the game and start a new game plus, basically, where you start the game over again, these skeletons right here, these big ones, they drop an extremely powerful accessory. It's basically the ring from the Lord of the Rings. And you can only get that after you beat the game. They'll never drop it beforehand. Okay, this cloak right here. It's not any better than what we're wearing right now, so I'm not gonna put it on. But basically, each time you get hurt, it gives you hearts for your sub-weapons. Okay, and since I didn't lower the elevator down, I gotta take the long way around. Okay, short sword, just like at the start of the game, which is completely useless now. Okay, so let's head on over to the other side and see what we got. Oh, this room. This room is difficult because of these Valhalla Knights. They cause a lot of damage, and they can knock you backwards if you're not paying attention. And if they knock you back out of the room resets, and you'd have to fight everything again. There we go. Just stay out of its range, and you'll be fine. Of course, you actually have to hit it when it comes back around. That helps. Inch a little bit closer here. There we go. Okay, and that just takes us to the other side here. Now you got more of these guys. Like in the outer wall. Of course, we're a little bit stronger now, so it doesn't really matter. And there's another save point directly here on the other side. So that helps out. Because there's a very nice item down here on the bottom. It's just, boy, is it a pain in the ass to get because of the room that it's in. But we're gonna go this way first. Okay, I got these Owl Knights. Which, just like outside, if you kill the owl, it disrupts them for a second, so you can get free hits on them. But of course, if you don't kill them before the owl dies fully, they take their swords out and they get very aggressive. So that's something you need to keep in mind. Just gonna go in here, fight this guy. Get some sake. Which I think was changed to something else in the US version. I think it was called like green tea or something like that. Because this was still in the era when, you know, nobody wanted to have, you know, things like beer and stuff like that in technically kids' games. Okay, let's see if I can get through this room. Because you got all these assholes with guns. Got an armor lord here. Oh, there we go. And those bullets cause a shitload of damage. Okay, that's one down. There we go. Got it. First, I still gotta kill this guy. There we go. Now, hopefully I can get to a save point before I die, so I can keep that. Save point should be just right up here. Okay, good. So, I got the shield rod. Basically, when you equip the shield rod and the shield, any shield, you can trigger different effects that happen. So, for example, let me throw it on. And let's see if it causes more damage than what I have right now. Only one less, but that's okay. So let's see. So that does that. And it gives me extra defense because I have the Night Shield. So basically you press the A and C buttons, your two attack buttons together, and it gives you a bonus for a short period of time. But right now what I'm going to do is we're going to go back to the library, because now that I can turn into mist, we can go back to that one spot in the library after the boss that I said I wasn't going to go through, and actually go through that and get what's in there. Immediately take that off so I don't accidentally teleport back here again, which I've done more times than I'd like to admit. Sell that. Okay, 7,000. So that's not enough to get any really big stuff, but so we'll just ignore that for now. Let's see. See what the a la carte shield does, since it's a piece of garbage. No, it does absolutely nothing. Perfect. And then, lastly, where is it? See what it does with the leather shield. Okay, summons a funny cartoon cow. And that also raises our defense. Okay. I'm going to stick with the Night Shield, though. Oh, and anytime you're in a menu and you haven't highlighted anything, if you press the Z button, it brings up this menu. Just press the A button where it says sword, and it arranges all of your items into different classes, so you're not, you know, hunting through trying to find where specific stuff is. Okay, so we're gonna go up here. Kill that. The shield rod's a little slow, so I'm gonna switch back to sword here. There we go. Now we just gotta get through this area. Quick save. Gonna get through here. This nonsense again. And now we're back here where the lesser demon was. With more of these armored flea men. And remember, in this area where the boss, the lesser demon is, make sure it summons a mudman and you kill it. Otherwise, you're going to have an empty spot in your bestiary. And if you're anything like me, that one empty spot is going to drive you crazy. Okay, so we got Takemitsu, an onyx, a hot dog. Nope, not that. There we go. Okay. Alright. So now we can turn into a bat, and we pretty much have the entire lay of the castle now. because anywhere that we couldn't get to by double jumping, we can get there now by just flying to it. So we're going to head back through here, and we're going to get through one last part of the library that we couldn't reach before. And then after that, I'm going to end the video here. If I don't get killed first. Turn around. There we go. Okay, so now we just go around and up here. And whatever color your cape is, that's the color the wings are going to be when you change into your bat form. So we got an anti-venom, a potion, and our first familiar card. So we're going to go into relics. Turn that on. Nope. There it is. I always get the fairy scroll and the fairy card confused. So now, when we come back, we now have a familiar. This, you get several different ones. The fairy one is very good because she'll automatically heal you using, as long as you have the items for it. She can automatically heal you. She can automatically cure poison and curses. And if you have an item called the life apple and you die, she'll automatically bring you back to life like a fairy from Legend of Zelda. Another thing that's good about the bat, right now I can't do it because you need a thing for it, but you could shoot fireballs as a bat. Let's see if I can. There we go. You can do a thing called a wing smash. What you do is you hold down the jump button and you move the thing from up and you do a circle back down to the front and let the button go and you can charge. And it really helps you get through places quick. And it also causes damage to enemies, so it's just a quick way to get through a hallway or something like that if you need to. Whoop. Okay, so see, we've hit about 20 minutes, but I'm going to keep going for a little bit more. Because there's a couple other things we can get. I'm going to go back through the marble gallery again. There we go. Just charge on through here. Just cut down on the time and the backtracking. And as you can see, it keeps going until you hit a wall. So it even saves your momentum when you're going through rooms and stuff. Kill you, kill you. We're going to go down there later. Because now that I have the bat form, I can start going down to the bottom levels of the castle. Okay, we're back in the clock part again. Because now we're just going to go straight up. And when you go over here, there's a potion, hammer, and there's the life apple I was talking about before that brings you back to life. And what the hammer does is if you turn into stone, the fairy whacks you over the head with the hammer, and it changes you back. And we got these gravity boots. The gravity boots, if you press down, up, and jump, you do a super jump like that. It takes a little bit of magic to do, but with doing this, we can go back to the librarian. Well, we can go back to the library and we can get some extra stuff, which I'm going to do that right now, and then we'll end the episode with that. So everything's been rearranged. There's my library card. I'll make sure to buy another one while I'm at the library. Let's head on back. And I think I picked up another... Yeah, I picked up another ring. Store. Pick up one of those. Let's see. Almost. Almost to that diamond plate, too. Alright. Let's see. Ring of pails, metal. Well, we're gonna grab this. And we'll grab that, too. And we'll throw those on, since those are accessories that we don't have spots for yet. There we go. So now we're a little bit higher up. Okay, I need to go around and to the bottom. So we gotta go through that room again, the big one. And then after that, we're gonna be spending some time underneath the librarian. And it might take a while for this to happen, so I'm gonna cut out most of it. But by using the gravity boots and doing that super jump, you can jump up into the bottom of the librarian's chair and pop him up in the air. And if you do that for a certain number of times, he'll start dropping rare items. Let's get through all this first. Got these ectoplasms here. They die in one hit now, so it's not that big of a deal. Okay. Okay, here's the room. So, if you can see the librarian is up there. So the first time we do it, we get a life max up. And now what you need to do is just start consistently bouncing him up and down. You have to do it a number of times without touching the ground. And also, you have to try not to hit him into the ceiling. There's 2 more items I can get from this. I'm only going to do the... I'm going to see what one I get first. because you can get an armor from him, but all that armor does is turn your sprite into something else, so I'm not going to worry too much about that. He does drop an item, though, that makes it so that rare items appear more often. That's the one thing I'm waiting for. And right now, since my magic is down, I'm going to let it restore. So I'm going to cut most of this out, and I'll come back when I actually get something. So from this point on, I'm going to edit out what I'm doing. And you can see, if you wait long enough, the fairy will actually sit on your shoulder. And if you do this while you're sitting in a chair, eventually, like, Alucard falls asleep. And when you move, she actually gets knocked off your shoulder, and she makes, like, an annoyed sound. Like, why'd you do that? Okay, I'll be right back as soon as I get something. Okay, that was the Axe Lord armor, which is not what I wanted. So I'm going to have to wait to get the thing that I do want. I'll show you what the Axe Lord armor does. As you can see, it's quite a big boost to your attack and defense. But it turns you into one of the axe armor enemies. You can barely jump. I mean, yeah, your defense is higher, and so is your attack. But you're pretty much limited to just this. Just, like, shuffling around and using that axe attack. Let me put the other thing back on. Let's see, do I have something that restores magic? No. Okay. Alright, just gonna wait again until I get the item that I'm actually looking for. There we go, finally. Jesus Christ, took long enough. Okay, that's what I was waiting for. So, fuck that medal. I'm gonna slap that Ring of Arcana on, and we're gonna call it an episode here. So, that probably took about like 20 minutes to get all 3 of those items, but most of that's gonna be cut out. So I hope you enjoyed the episode. Next episode, I think, let's see. I think what I'll do is I'll start heading towards the bottom of the castle, because, you know, there's still the underground garden we haven't gone through yet. There's that one zigzaggy part in the middle. That's another new area that we can go through. And we can start exploring the southern part of the castle. So, I hope you enjoyed the episode, and have a good night.